Alrighty guys, Shadow Sayatom here and welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Now unfortunately, the save data from my first video has been completely corrupted, so I have to start from scratch. That's not a big problem though. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and even the PSP version, which has some trouble with frame rates, it adds a lot of story, adds a bunch of new characters, so we're still going to go with that. I'm going to be skipping through a bunch of the cutscenes and whatnot, especially here towards the beginning. But one of the reasons Final Fantasy Tactics holds a special place for me is because it has such a deep story, but at the same time, you don't directly impact it as the player. The most impact you have on it is just winning the battles. You know, this game is very focused on the battle system, and as long as you win your fights, the story progresses. But the story that it tells, it's almost Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones. It's that kind of storytelling, and it's really fascinating. And I'm going to do my best to point out the high story points as we go through here. And if you're reading along with the text, it's telling you about, the hero. And now we come across the unsung hero, who's the main character, Ramza. Now it'll let you name it whatever you like. Since there's no official record, you can make up whatever you like. Even here at the very beginning, it's telling you that, before the game even starts, that there's already a plot within the plot. We have the story of the Lion War and the hero of it, but now there's another guy who was lost to history, and now his existence is only now coming to light. And of course, the church, paints him as a bad guy, and who's telling the truth here? And that's what we're going to find out. Alright. Well, since we get to name our character whatever we like. There we go. Bam. Okay. And now it's going to ask you for your birth date, and the reason this is relevant is because of a compatibility system in battle where certain zodiac signs deal more damage to others, take less damage from others. And you can game that a little bit, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see, what sign do we want our guy to be? Well, whoops. Here we go. And now this is a redone cinematic from the original game, and it's pretty fantastic, but we're on a bit of a time constraint, so we're going to skip through that. And as is traditional and in a lot of RPGs, the first battle that you come across is pretty easy. It's not explicitly a tutorial, but it's as close to a tutorial battle as you're going to get. No matter how well or how poorly you perform, this battle goes in your favor. And now we're introduced to our protagonist. Maybe a little bit of friction here between our Lady Knight and this brown armored gentleman. And the enemy is upon us. Lady Knight takes off immediately, and now we get our first insight into our main character. At this point, he was formerly a knight, now he's just another sellsword or mercenary. Now we need to go fight some dudes. And we have typical nameless antagonists here. And this is a trope that you see way too often in not just video games but media in general, where if it's male antagonist versus female protagonist, male antagonist tends to be not only overall bad guy but very chauvinistic. He's here implying that he doesn't want to see anything happen to her pretty face. Gafgarian acknowledging that Agrius is probably skilled enough to handle these guys on her own, but he's a sellsword. Sellswords get paid. Defeat all enemies. As easy as objectives come. Kill them all. Cue lightning and thunder. This is a neat line coming up. Dead men rot more easily. He's not wrong. And in this battle, you only control the protagonist. You don't have control over any other character. And the rest of the game, whenever you have a party, you control everyone except for guest characters. Alright, so now we get to go. And let's see. Well, let's see. Before we move, let's see what actions we have access to. We have attack and metal, rush, tailwind, and chant. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to tailwind myself, which adds to your speed. And once you actually get access, full control over a party, I'll do a breakdown of those different stats in this game and the finer points of combat. For now, we're mostly treated to the NPC characters just smashing the faces of all these guys. Here's an example of a computer making bad decisions. The knight with the C above his head, he's charging an attack. The reason you don't like that on melee characters is because while you're charging, you're literally stuck in that position. So while he's doing that, any one of my other guys can just lay on him. Now, fortunately for him, his charge worked out really well. But that's not something that I would ever recommend doing for yourself. Alright, so now we're back with Ramza. And we're going to heal up Agrius here. I think the biggest hiccup I have with this game is that in the PS1 version, there's no delay, there's no slowdown of the frames whenever you use abilities. But for some reason, the PSP version, even the smallest abilities will drag the frames down. I have no idea why that's a thing. It seems like that was something that could have avoided, but we're stuck with it. Let's give this guy what for. Attack! Okay, that's weird. Usually Gafgarian will just use that Night Sword attack, but for some reason he thought it would be cool to cast fire. Let's see. Okay, well, what you do in this battle really doesn't matter, but and Tailwind's actually an ability that is very useful later on in the game. There's one battle in particular that Tailwind is a lifesaver, and we'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. There we go. Shadow Blade. I wish that was something you could learn from a class for your other characters, but sadly you cannot. It's like Agrius's Judgment Blade. That's a skill specific to her character class. That's not something you can teach regular Joes. Alright, I'm gonna let this scene play out because this is actually relevant to the story. This is actually...
The princess!
This way. Be quick. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, princess. Forgive me. 'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I.
Hold there! Damn!
Is it truly him?
cannot be.
Delita, he lives? But why does he fight under the banner of Duke Cortana?
All right. Now this seems a little this seems a little weird, seeing this guy that just kidnapped a princess referred to as hero, but that, why he's referred to as the hero becomes clear later. A little bit of history here about how we've come to where we are. Murder and theft were commonplace. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. Chapter 1, The Meager. Very appropriate, because your starting party is as meager as it gets. Royal Military Academy at Garland. You are a bunch of academy students. There's some gossip going on. The Corpse Brigade. And here we are with Delita. Yeah, these are important names. Duke Larg and the Marquis Elmdor de Limberry. These are important people. Yeah, so things are going bad, and not enough knights and regular armies, so now they're going to send the kids out. Because that makes sense. The Order of the Northern Sky. That's who we are. And now we've been told that we're going to proceed to Egros Castle and bolster its defenses. And a knight is running here telling the guy in charge something. Oh, time to take up arms. There's a bunch of thieves coming through Garland seeking refuge. Now we go fight a bunch of thieves. Do we want to save our game? Sure. Let's see. Sure. Alright, now we have our first real battle where we have consequences. So our protagonist obviously has to be there. We have Hury the Squire, Turston the Squire, Dietrich the Chemist, Placencia the Squire, Arabella Squire, Celestine Chemist. Okay, you'll notice underneath the character name, the class, this is a bravery and a faith. Bravery, higher bravery, better your physical attributes are. Faith is related to magic. For this battle, we need people with high bravery. So we're going to put Hury here. Don't want Turston. Turston needs to get a class change. Dietrich is actually really balanced. Placencia is just terrible. 54 over 50 faith, that's awful. Alright, you're a good chemist. Oh man, this is not good. our other chemist. And I guess we'll go with Arabella. Okay, let's go. Now this fight is, it's not super difficult, but you can lose. If you're not careful, you will lose this fight. Wee Moppets. Okay. Well, yeah, he thinks we're a bunch of scrubs, and he's not wrong, but we're going to kill him anyway. Defeat all enemies. Let's go. And we have Delita here, but he's a guest. We can't control Delita's actions. Of course, Delita runs up and sums himself up just to get, whacked in the face. Good job, bro. Okay. Here we go. Okay, the guy that just walked up and got himself stabbed and hit by a rock is telling us what to do. Okay. This is a pretty ballsy statement coming from a guy who just came out of the academy. Lay down your arms or die clutching them. I mean, you're going balls to the wall. Alright, well, let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's see. Stab. Alright, now I'm gonna send her. There we go. So I'm gonna send her here. Alright. Chemists are cool because they can throw healing items at your other party members. We're gonna heal Delita so that. See, plus 30 HP. You're welcome. Her there. Though you got a critical hit. That went well for us. We got a good dice roll there. Attack. Alright. Move her over here. I want to get hit in the face. Ouchies. Oh no, he punched me. That's right, went away. Our protagonist over here. Perform stabs. Stabs. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Son of a... man, okay. Alright. Can at least heal my chemist. 95% chance to hit, and I missed. Easy come, easy go, right? Oh, crud. Ouch. Come on, Delita. Do something useful. Come on, Delita. Do something. There you go, buddy. Go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Alright. Stab, please. Thank you. I'm going to chase down this chemist. So we've got this pretty much handled. Alright, that chemist has got to die. Alright, let me potion my other chemist again. I've also looked out that Delita knows Throw Stone. Let's see. Oh, that 95% chance miss again. Jeez. 95%. Oh, that was nice to delete it. He's going to heal my guy up. Alright, this chemist's got to go. And he's going to heal himself, naturally. Could have healed his buddy, but he healed himself. And he's going to run away. Toast. Alright, let me see here. 39. Okay, yeah. Potion to Ramza. Let's see if I can't get over this 90% crap. 9 damage. Let's go. He's gonna attack me. He has nowhere to go. He's trapped. And he was just going to kill him. Let's see, what do you have? You have Rush. see. I'm going to do something a little tricky here. Every action you take, that actually does something, can give you experience, even if it's against your own teammates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush my chemist here, and hopefully not kill her on the spot. There we go. See? I get experience job points for it. It's a good way to grind later, is when you're on a stage, reduce the enemy count to 1 and contain that enemy, and then just beat each other up, and you can power level that way. Alright, you see the numbers above the guys' heads that have been knocked out. That's how many turns they have left before they either turn to a crystal or a chest. Once that's happened, they're beyond redemption. You can't save them anymore. Crystals can either restore HP and MP, or you can learn skills from them. And a chest will give you an item. Oh, I can't move that way. Okay. Success. And that's it. We won. I could have tried to snatch that crystal and see if there was a skill I could use, but any skill these guys had, I either already know or can learn very quickly. And that's our first real battle. The battle is won. 500 gil. We get 2,000 gil, a mithril knife, a phoenix down, and a potion for our trouble. And now we have the world map. And see, we're in the city of Garland. And we're trying to get to Egros. Our war funds are down there, 4,500 gil. And if we open up the menu, look at our roster, we can see our guys. And this video's already running pretty long, so I'm going to cut it short here. But in the next video, I'm going to pick it right back up and go in depth on the combat itself and how you improve your characters, what your characters are capable of. And also, I'm going to be renaming and re-rolling for some of these characters, and I'll show you how to do that. And looking forward to it. Well, that's the end of this video. Wish everybody long days and pleasant nights.